Time has come to start a YouTube channel. My name is BJ Wolf. We do a bunch of LS swaps just here at the house and the garage, and nothing special. We're not professionals. Anything from Fairmonts to recently, my buddy just finished up a Cougar. I think it was an 84, 86 Mercury Cougar. Pretty good looking car, clean sleeper. Ugly, but it's a sleeper. We don't do nothing crazy, just flip them, just build them, sell them, don't keep nothing. Yet, I haven't got attached to anything yet. So I'm new to this stuff, so I'm not too sure how this will go. I'm not expecting a bunch of followers, but we just do simple stuff, cheap, affordable. Anybody can do this stuff, in my opinion. If you try and do some research, you can do this. I've learned a lot off YouTube. Any questions you have, the answer is probably out there if you use a search bar. Or if you got any questions for me and I can help you, I'll do my best. I work full time, so, my time's kind of limited, but if I can help you, I will. We do basic, like I say, like a 5.3 that you can get for $400 or $500 off Craigslist. Cam, valve springs, 78, 75 turbo usually, sometimes GT45, depending on what I can get a deal on. Just basic 450, 500 wheel, which is plenty for a street car. Right? If you ever rode in 500 horsepower street car, you know what I'm saying. Everybody says they got 500, but until you really got 500 to the tire and you can do a burnout 40 mile an hour with the right gears, then you'll know what I'm talking about. But here's a project that I've been working on myself. This came out of a local garage, been in there since the 80s. It's a 1928 Chevrolet sedan 4-door, which the rear's welded up because you definitely can't open them. But I've always wanted to do a 4-seater rat rod, but I'm kind of short, so we're gonna make it happen. If I was tall, ain't no way it could happen. But that's a mocked up engine transmission. That's a 6.0 there, but we're gonna do a 5.3 twin turbos. I think those are GT35s I got on the deal. Cantilever suspension. That's some parts that come from my work there. That's chain, I just welded together. And yes, those are motorcycle tires. Seems like everybody just can't believe that's a motorcycle tire, but cantilever airbags. I built the frame, turbo 350 transmission. This stuff's just sitting in here, but airbags in the back. I don't know if you can really see, but everything's behind it, behind the axle for suspension. That way the seats can be in it. 24 by 12s on the rear. 18 by 9s on the front. It lays frame when the air's out. I have to pull the body back off of it, that way I can run the lines and electrical and all that inside the frame. This is in the floor here, it's made, it has some D-rings and stuff I'll show at another video that I put in there, that way later down the road if somebody needs to pull the body off, they can. Seems like a lot of these I see, everything's welded solid, but I try to think later down the road if somebody wants to tear it apart in order to fix something, which I hope they don't, but that's a 14-bolt rear. I don't think you'll break it, but if you ever have to, you can pull the body off of it, lift it straight from the center right there, and pick it right up off the frame. Here's what the rear looks like. I'm going to put a piece of metal over top of that and put a hitch in it so I can haul racks so we can fit the chairs and stuff, cooler and all. When we go to shows. This thing has to be done by March next year for Rats at the Beaver. We attended this year without nothing and kind of got me inspired to start, so hopefully it'll be done by then. I recently purchased a 5.3 for my truck. The guy said it was running and driving. And it did load on the trailer. Checked the oil was clean. Got it home, and lo and behold, put water in it because the coolant light was on. I thought maybe it was a little low. It ended up being out of coolant because there's a free plug missing. And there's one they done doctored up. So I'm assuming that the guy changed oil and stuff in it before we got there. Which, I don't know, seems like this is the third or fourth I've bought lately that people's got me on. Water's been sitting down in there. And it really sucks because you can't take nobody's word for anything anymore. Like I say, this is like third or fourth one. The one before this, cam bearings fell out of. Pulling the cam, it's supposed to be running, driving. But I've kind of gotten used to this, but the only problem I have with this is if you take somebody that this is their first build and they pay you for this motor, bring it home, do all this work, learning stuff, tear it apart, and you done got them, that's probably the end of their project. So I wish people really think about that before they start getting people out of their money over a motor that runs and drives. I'm gonna try to load up some pictures and videos of some previous builds that we've done. We've done a lot, and I probably should have made this channel years ago, but with life and everything, like I say, it's just kind of busy. I got 4 kids, so they keep me busy between that and work. But I'm gonna load some stuff up here as soon as I can figure out how to do it. I'm not good at this editing videos and stuff. I can Photoshop anything you want, but that's on another story.